Welcome to today's episode of #Essential Oil Education. Today we wrap up methods of application with internal use. Again, there are three methods of application: topical, inhalation, and internal. And so we're going to touch on the internal application today. First and foremost, I would like to stress that anytime an essential oil goes into the body, is used internally, it is considered aromatic medicine. Now, we don't allow people who are not qualified to practice medicine in Canada. Why would it be any different with aromatic medicine? If you don't understand what an essential oil is, it's very easy to think that it's completely okay, 100% harmless to just pop these things willy-nilly like candy. But it is absolutely imperative that you understand that because of the makeup of essential oils, taking them internally without knowing what you're doing can be incredibly dangerous to your body. Now, yes, there is a place for internal use of essential oils. However, it is not one that the common layperson should be in charge of. If you are going to take internal use of essential oils, it should only be done under the guidance and instruction of one professionally qualified to do so. So persons like medical doctors, professionally certified naturopathic doctors. In France, only medical doctors are permitted to prescribe or use essential oils internally. And I don't think that we in Canada should take any lighter view of internal use of essential oils. If you don't know what you're doing, you can cause organ damage, you can cause irreparable harm to the liver, to the kidneys, to different organs within the body, and you can make yourself very ill. So, while essential oils are great, natural, they can still cause harm. And if you don't understand the metabolic pathways, all the systems within the body that process the essential oils, it's very important to understand that you can cause harm to yourself and to others if you suggest using them internally. Now, salespeople are not necessarily qualified to give such advice. And I would like to point out that practicing medicine in Canada without proper qualification and license is illegal. So, next time that somebody is trying to sell you an essential oil and makes a recommendation to take it internally, you need to ask them what their qualifications for making such a suggestion are. Because if they are not qualified as a medical doctor, they should not be giving that advice. The last thing I will mention in regards to the internal use of essential oils is FDA and Health Canada approval. So there are some companies that claim that their essential oils are approved by the FDA and Health Canada for internal use. Now, it is important to understand what that approval means. It does not mean that they are 100% harmless products. The FDA approval means that yes, they can be used internally under the proper conditions and under the guidance of someone professionally qualified and trained to do so. After all, Tylenol, warfarin, and many other drugs are all FDA approved and Health Canada approved for internal use. However, you don't just go grab a bottle of Tylenol and down a bunch of them, or you certainly wouldn't grab a couple warfarin and pop them. So it is important to understand that the FDA approval and Health Canada approval for some companies' essential oils to be used internally is not a license to just pop them willy-nilly. Internal use of essential oils is a huge, huge topic of understanding, and if you don't have the proper training, it can be very dangerous. So, the next time somebody suggests you take them internally, make sure you ask for their qualifications. And if they are not a medical doctor or someone qualified to practice aromatic medicine, then you need to tell them that you are not going to take that advice because that is medical advice. And they are not trained to give that. I'd like to thank you for joining me on today's episode of #Essential Oil Education. Hope you found it insightful and learned something from it. And I want to stress one last time, because it is super important with all the misinformation out there. Do not take essential oils internally unless you're doing it under the guidance and instruction of a medically trained professional like a doctor, medical doctor, or a naturopath. Someone who is trained on aromatic medicine, because it can be very damaging and dangerous if you do it willy-nilly without understanding the full systems within the body. Anyways, I hope you will join me next episode when we start discussing practical ways of using essential oils to improve physical health. That will be the next episode's topic. Thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions or comments, you can add them to the section below, or you can email them to hello@brotherhoodaromatics.com, or you can also contact us through our website at www.brotherhoodaromatics.com. I hope you have an aromatic day. Cheers.